Hi, I'm Dave Moffett. It's late May 2015. I'm here at the future site of the Washington State Ski and Snowboard Museum. Darlene Hugh Armstrong and myself are the founding directors of this museum. So we'll take you a little tour on the museum. We don't have any of the exhibits here right now. They'll be coming in July, and we expect to have a soft opening in late July. We'll have our formal opening in October. So look forward to seeing many of you at this opening. This is a tour of the different exhibits. On my right here is our donor wall, which will be a beautiful picture of mountain areas and all of our donors, which we are very thankful for. On this wall is our snow venue wall. We will have a very large picture of the state of Washington with 50 different venues. There's alpine, community ski hills, even a helicopter ski area, all of our 24 Nordic facilities, and the lost ski areas, of which we've taken the top 16. So this large map will be, it's 54 inches by 84 inches. On the left, we're going to highlight a couple of the lost ski areas. On the right will be a key legend of all the venues. Going around the museum, it's a small museum. It's only 1,200 square feet, but we're compacting a lot of exhibits, and we have a lot of monitors in the museum. We have like 7 individual monitors that will tell stories in the ski industry, and several of these monitors are connected with a touch screen connected to a larger 42-inch, so the visitor will be able to select their stories. Right here to my right is our small retail shop. It'll just be a display cabinet with the typical things you see in the museum. On my left here is the door to the Commonwealth Cafe restaurant. With a sliding door to keep the noise out, so when you listen to the monitors you won't get disturbed by it. Okay, continuing, this is our exhibit for our snow sport enthusiasts. It's a monitor that will tell stories about all the different people that have been important in the ski industry. And the rope tow. Here's one of our graphic panels in black and white, just as a setup to be in this area. And there's a display of Bob Cram, the famed ski cartoonist, with some original artwork from Bob. And this is our rope tow. I'm very proud of this. The crew at the summit of Snoqualmie built this tow, and it is a replica of the 1937-38 tow that was built at Snoqualmie. And the wheels, if you look at the wheels, those are Ford Model A wheels that were actually here at Snoqualmie back in the late 30s. And it runs, so I can push the start button, and for 25 seconds the rope tow is running. And it's all set up like a real rope tow. There will be a safety gate up on the very top at the other end there. And I don't think there's a ski museum in the world that has a rope tow inside. But rope tows are so important for the ski industry here in the state, beginning in the mid-30s. Whoops, it stopped. So we can change that timing. It's got something that will let the wheels go up and down as the snow comes in, and there'll be a mannequin here not riding a rope tow, but being in the rope tow. So come up and see us and push the button and make the rope tow run. This is our ski mountaineering exhibit led by Global Scoop. It's going to be fantastic. You won't believe the beautiful images that in the ski mountaineering area. There will be lots of artifacts going back to the 20s up to the current days in our exhibit here. And then right in front of me is probably going to be the visitor's favorite exhibit. It's a 4-sided standalone exhibit with a large monitor on top. A large monitor will show Debbie Armstrong's gold medal winning race in the Sarajevo in 1984. And then there is 4 different yearly segments, 1936 to 1972, up to the current, with glass that you can visit, view from 2 different sides with gold medals and artifacts from our 39 Olympians. It's really pretty amazing. We done by Dolly and Hugh Armstrong, and it's, I think you'll look forward to seeing it. Then behind me is a corner exhibit of Alpine traditions. There'll be a mannequin in here, and this plus the Nordic traditions exhibit are led by Kirby Gilbert, our well-known ski historian that lives in Bellevue. We're very fortunate to have people like Kirby Gilbert and Noel Skoog add their expertise to our exhibit. So that's in this area right here. In the Alpine part, lots of photos of Mount Rainier back in the 30s and the Silver Skis race that started in 1934. So there'll be a monitor here that'll have stories. I forgot to mention in the ski mountaineering there'll be 2 monitors, a touch screen that hooks up to a large one, so you'll see some of these great photographs. We're here at the Meet Otto Lang exhibit right next to the Nordic exhibit. And Otto was a special friend to Washington State and the whole Northwest skiers. He came over from Austria to open ski schools at Mount Rainier in the mid-30s, late 30s. And unfortunately he passed away about 8 years ago. But we're honoring Otto with all of his. And this is an exhibit that will change over time. So there will be a monitor with a story on the loop that will tell about Otto Lang. So next to the Otto Lang exhibit is the Outdoors for All Foundation exhibit. As you can see, this is our storage area for some of our supplies since we're still getting ready for our exhibit fabricator, Turner Exhibits, to drop all the exhibits in here in very early July. Outdoors for All teaches people with disabilities how to ski, as well as have summer programs. And again, it'll have a monitor there with a loop story on it and lots of adaptive equipment. This is our final exhibit, the Washington Manufacturers, and it's led by K2 Sports and also Urban Manufacturing and Outdoor Research. Kirby Gilbert has been our committee member that has put this together, and I think you'll enjoy it very much. On my right here is a large banner, one here on the right and one here on the left. And as you come in the front door, you'll see this banner. We're going to have a nice chandelier. It's made out of shell casings, 105 rifle shell casings that are used at the various ski areas to blast the snow off after a big snowstorm for avalanche control. So it should be a nice fixture. I'm right at the entrance to the museum, and to my right is Summit West, and to my left behind us is Alpendal Guy Peak. And here in the building, we're the middle tenant. On the left is the Commonwealth Cafe, and the right Drew Brew Pub. So it's a great location because we will feed off each other between visitors that want to come to the museum and visitors that want to go to the 2 facilities on either side of us. This shows the whole museum from the entrance of the museum at 1,200 square feet with a mezzanine right up on top. It's got a conference room for use by our donors and other friends of the museum. This is the mezzanine where we will have a large conference table about 40 inches by 8 feet and a small table, back photos on each wall where our donors and other friends at our museum can use for special meetings. There'll be a large monitor here that they can hook up for their own videos. So this completes the tour. You can follow us on Facebook. We have our own page there, and our website, WSSSM.org. So we look forward to having all of you that view this visit us for our soft opening at the very end of July, and to our opening ceremonies that will happen in October of this year. Thank you very much.